Beloved, imagine for a moment that there is a version of you living in a parallel reality, observing every choice you make and every path you decide to follow. What would this version of you, living in a different timeline, be trying to communicate to you? The idea of parallel realities may sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but the truth is that, through quantum physics, we know that the reality we perceive is just one of infinite possibilities. Every decision you make, every thought that crosses your mind, aligns you with one of these countless realities. And in each of them, there is a version of you, some living extraordinary lives, others facing immense challenges. However, all these versions share something in common: a deep and invisible connection with you. What if I told you that you could consciously connect with these alternative versions of yourself? What could these versions tell you? What wisdom could they share? Understanding the existence of these parallel realities is not just an intellectual curiosity. It is a gateway to self-knowledge and spiritual growth. By exploring this connection, new ways of perceiving your life, your choices, and your potential unfold. Connecting with parallel versions of yourself can be a powerful tool for personal development. Imagine having access to the accumulated wisdom of a version of you that has already overcome the challenges you still face today, or perhaps learning from a self that lives in full harmony with the universe, expressing an elevated version of your potential. Each of these versions has something to offer: a perspective, a lesson, or even a direction. And as you begin to align your energy with these versions, you not only transform your own reality, but also awaken to a field of infinite possibilities. Today, we will explore the signs that your parallel version may be sending you and how you can communicate with it. The journey we are about to embark on together will be deep and transformative, because knowledge about parallel realities can be the key to unlocking a more conscious and abundant life, aligned with your true purpose. Get ready to see the world in a new and connected way, because the journey you are about to begin may open doors you never imagined possible. Now that you have an idea of what we are going to explore, I invite you to open your mind and heart to this new perspective. You are about to discover that there is much more at stake than you imagined. The reality you know may be just a small part of something much greater and more magnificent. And by connecting with these parallel versions of yourself, you will be able to access something that has always been within your reach, but that you never knew how to perceive. As we move forward on this journey, it is time to explore the deeper signs that may indicate that your parallel versions are trying to communicate with you. These signs may appear in subtle ways, but once you start paying attention, you will realize that there is an invisible network between you and these other versions of yourself. Awakening to these signs is a crucial step in the process of self-discovery, as each message received can guide you toward your true purpose. One of the most common initial signs you may experience is déjà vu, that inexplicable feeling that you have lived through and experienced before. This sensation may seem like a simple trick of the mind, but often it is much deeper than that. Déjà vu can be an indication that you are tuned into a parallel version of yourself at a moment when the barriers between realities briefly dissolve. It is as if you have a quick glimpse into another reality where a version of you has already experienced that moment. These moments are small reminders that you are connected to a larger tapestry of possibilities. Another clear sign that you are communicating with a parallel version of yourself is synchronicities. Those coincidences so perfectly aligned that it seems impossible for them to be merely accidental. When you start noticing a repetition of numbers, symbols, or events around you, it is as if a version of you in another place is trying to capture your attention. These signs can be a way of guiding your choices, suggesting that you follow a path or pay attention to something important. For example, Imagine that you are considering a career change, and suddenly you start seeing the same symbol or a specific word repeatedly in different places, on advertisements, on social media, or even in casual conversations. This alignment is not random. Your parallel version is trying to show you the way, confirming your decisions or guiding you towards something new. Dreams also play a fundamental role in this process. Our dreams are portals to the subconscious, but they can also be windows into other realities. Vivid dreams, especially those that seem real and leave a lasting impression, may be manifestations of experiences lived by parallel versions of you. Dreaming of a life that seems very different, yet strangely familiar, may be a way of accessing memories or experiences of another version of you that has already gone through similar circumstances. If you have ever had a dream where you were living a life you desire but have not yet achieved, know that this reality may already exist on another plane, waiting to be accessed. In some cases, you may even experience lucid dreaming, where you become aware that you are dreaming and can control the narrative. During these dreams, you can consciously explore other realities and even interact with alternative versions of yourself. Pay attention to the details of your dream, the places, the people, the emotions, as these elements may carry powerful messages that go beyond mere fantasy. Another important sign is the moments when you feel out of place or out of sync with reality around you. Sometimes you may be in a familiar place, but suddenly feel that something does not fit, as if you were in a different reality for a brief moment. This phenomenon, often described as a feeling of being out of time or place, may be an indication that you are attuned to a version of yourself in another reality. It is a disconcerting experience, but also a sign that your parallel consciousnesses are overlapping, revealing the choices you can make. Finally, intuition becomes one of the most powerful forms of communication. Have you ever experienced that irresistible urge to do something, even without knowing why? Or that feeling of knowing what is going to happen without any logical explanation? This is your parallel version trying to communicate with you. This intuition may emerge as a deep feeling that something needs to be done, even if you do not fully understand the reason. When you feel a need to act, without knowing exactly where the information is coming from, know that you are connected with a version of yourself that has already made that decision. These signs are not coincidences. They are forms of communication with the versions of you that inhabit other realities, and they are constantly trying to guide you toward the path most aligned with your highest essence. Now, as you begin to recognize these signs, the next step is to learn how to align your energy to make this communication clearer and more powerful. And that is what we will discuss in the next part. These signs are just the beginning. They are calling you to enter a state of greater awareness and connection with what is available in each of your parallel realities. By accepting and exploring these messages, you not only transform your own reality, but open yourself to a world of infinite possibilities. Now that we have started recognizing the signs and messages that our parallel versions are trying to send us, the next step is to align our energy with these realities to make this connection clearer and more powerful. This vibrational alignment process is not just a practice of observing signs, but also an active transformation that can take your life to a new level of fulfillment and harmony. When we tune in to our alternative versions, we access an energy that can guide us toward a life more aligned with our true purpose. The vibration and energy are at the core of everything that happens in our lives. The universe operates through frequency, and every thought, emotion, and action we emit generates an energy wave that attracts realities vibrating at similar frequencies. When we talk about parallel realities, we are referring to distinct vibrational states that coexist simultaneously. These realities are not separated by great distances, but rather by very subtle frequency barriers. Thus, if you wish to align yourself with a version of you that is living in abundance, peace, and harmony, it is necessary to elevate your own vibrational frequency. But how can you do this? The first key to achieving this is understanding that you have the power to change your vibration through your daily choices. Your emotions, thoughts, and attitudes determine which frequency you are emitting to the universe. A powerful way to elevate your frequency is by practicing gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most direct ways to tune your energy with what you want to manifest in your life. By practicing gratitude, you send a signal to the universe that you are already in harmony with abundance and well-being. And this, in turn, attracts experiences aligned with that energy. Each day, take a moment to reflect on the things you are grateful for. Give thanks for everything you have, for the beauty of life around you, for your health, and for the small moments of happiness. Additionally, forgiveness and understanding are essential for raising your vibration. Forgiveness is not only for others, but, most importantly, for yourself. Free yourself from emotions and limiting beliefs that keep you trapped in a reality of scarcity or pain. When you forgive yourself, you connect with your highest version, the one that is free from resentment and fear. Meditation is also an essential practice for elevating your frequency. When you meditate, you allow yourself to enter an expanded state of consciousness, where the barriers between realities become thinner. During meditation, visualize yourself as your ideal version, living the life you desire. Feel the emotion of that reality as if it were already true. By doing this, you begin to align your energy with the version of yourself that is already living in harmony with your desires. Another important practice for raising your frequency is maintaining a healthy diet. What we put into our bodies has a direct impact on how we feel and how our energy behaves. A balanced diet, rich in natural and nutritious foods, creates a solid foundation for your mind and spirit to operate in tune with higher frequencies. Furthermore, observe your thoughts and words. The way you communicate, both with yourself and with others, reflects your internal vibration. If you notice that your thoughts are negative or limiting, make a conscious effort to change them. The mind can be a powerful tool for shaping your reality, so use it intentionally to connect with the most positive versions of yourself. The practice of self-observation is fundamental in this process. By becoming more aware of your thoughts and emotions, you start to notice patterns that may be keeping you trapped in a reality that does not serve your greater good. When you recognize these patterns, you can replace them with new habits that are more aligned with your desire to evolve and connect with your higher versions. As you work to elevate your frequency, you will start to perceive new signs and messages from your parallel versions more clearly. These may come as stronger intuitions, feelings of belonging, and even new opportunities that arise in your life. Every small adjustment you make in your vibration draws you closer to a reality that already exists in another dimension, where you may be living the life of your dreams. When you start leveraging these messages and insights, the integration of these learnings can happen fluidly, like a continuous flow of growth. Every step you take, with your mind and heart aligned with this higher frequency, brings you closer to the version of yourself that already possesses everything you desire. Now that you are aware of these signs and know how to begin aligning your energy, the next step is to trust this process and act according to the guidance you receive. By making decisions based on the insights from these parallel versions, you align with your highest potential, opening doors to a richer and more meaningful life. I invite you, being of light, to reflect on these messages and how you can start integrating these practices and habits into your life. Transformation does not happen overnight, but with patience, persistence, and faith in your journey, you will begin to see incredible changes. Do not hesitate to share your experiences and reflections in the comments below. Let us come together to form a community where we can support one another, walk in harmony, and grow in connection with all the incredible versions of ourselves waiting to be lived.